Okay, go to ubuntu.com, download Ubuntu and go to server, then get Ubuntu server. Now, Ubuntu 24.04, long-term support and downloads. Click here. Now is downloading. This is the file. Ubuntu 24.04 live server AMD 64. Go to VirtualBox, create a new virtual machine, set a name like dash server dash 24 dash 04 dash 1. This is the default folder. Okay, I will use the default folder. You can change it. Then select the ISO image. Okay, other. Okay, Ubuntu 24.04 live server. Open. Okay, this is the extension. ISO extension, Linux, no, Ubuntu 64 bits, and skip unattended installation. Check this, skip unattended installation. Okay, go to hardware and use at least 2048 megabytes. Okay, use, this is 2 gigabytes. Okay, if you will use a lower value, you will have issues. Okay, so use 2048 megabytes or more, and I will use 2 CPUs. Go to hard disk. I will use virtual hard disk of 40 gigabytes. Use the size according your requirements. This is the default folder. Okay, the default folder for the virtual hard disk, and this is the virtual hard disk file with VDI extension. So that's why you will use here VDI, VirtualBox disk image. And I recommend to use this, check this, pre-allocate full size. The virtual disk image is allocated with its full size during virtual machine creation time. Okay, and finish. Creating medium may take a while. Okay, ready. Down here is the new virtual machine, Ubuntu Server 2404. Right click, settings. Okay, on general, the name, and go to system, RAM, processors. Go to display, use default values. Storage, this is the ISO image, the installer. This is the VDI, the virtual hard disk. Audio by default. Network, adapter number 1, enable network adapter, network address translation. This is a virtual adapter, okay, connected to a virtual network. Okay, this is a very good option. Anyway, I will use bridge adapter. Bridge adapter. This is like a direct connection to the real network. Okay, direct connection to the real network. Choose your interface, your physical interface. You can use a wireless interface or gigabit Ethernet interface. And be sure cable is connected. Okay, and now serial ports by default USB use version 3, USB version 3, and that is enough. Okay, now right click and start, normal start. Okay, enter. Okay, choose your language. I will use English. Choose your keyboard layout, and I will use a different layout space. This is my keyboard. Enter and done. Enter. Now use Ubuntu server. Check Ubuntu server, then done. Okay, this is the interface. The interface name is EMP0S3, an Ethernet interface, and it's using automatic configuration DHCP with this IP address 192.168.157. You can change the configuration here, space. You can edit IPv4 or IPv6. For example, edit at IPv4 space and space. You can set a manual configuration or automatic. Okay, enter and cancel and modify if you want. Also you can create bonds. Okay, but I will not do it, and done. Enter. No proxy, and done. Enter. This is the mirror location. Okay, wait a minute. This mirror location does not seem to work. Okay, try again. Try again. Okay, you can choose another mirror. For example, uh, use US, United States. Okay, up here. PE was from Peru. US is for United States. Tap. Okay. Now this is very good. The mirror location passed test. Okay, and done. Enter. Now configure the storage. I will use down here custom storage layout space. Now I will use custom storage layout tab. done, enter. Okay, very nice. Now, this is my virtual hard disk with 40 gigabytes. Select the free space, enter, and add GPT partition, enter. First, use the swap. I will use a swap of 1 gigabytes. 1 gigabytes for swap. Down here, space, swap, enter, then create. Okay, a swap will help to RAM. Okay, then create. Okay, a swap will help to RAM. Very nice. And now a swap is created. 1 gigabyte. Down here, select free space. Enter. Add GPT partition. Enter. Okay, use leave blank to use the all the remaining space. Leave blank to use all the remaining size. Use format ext4 and use the root. The mount is the root. Okay, then create. Now up here you have the mount point root about 39 gigabytes. Down here swap with 1 gigabyte. Down here BIOS grab 1 megabyte, swap 1 gigabyte, the root about 39 gigabytes. Then done, enter. Then continue. Use your full name, with server name, okay, and username, password, password again, tap, done. Okay, and if you want, use Ubuntu Pro. Okay, this is advanced. Only use skip for now and continue. Enter. Okay. Now you can install OpenSSH server. SSH server for remote administration, for remote management. Okay, this is very good. So space install OpenSSH server, done. Select or deselect with the space. Press enter for more details. Okay, you can add these packages. Okay, if you want, maybe you can use Docker or PowerShell, Google Cloud. Okay. Okay, in my case, I will not use these packages. Okay, tap done, enter. Now it's installing system. May take a while. Okay, if you want, press tab and view full log. Down here, view full log, enter. Okay, press tab and close. Then installation complete. Installation complete. Up here you can see on orange section, installation complete. Then reboot now. Okay, press enter. Okay, very good. Press enter. Login. Use your username, password. Very nice. Okay, you can use. You can test the internet connection, like using ping to a Google server. Very good. Success. You have internet connection with Control C. With this is the connection with IPv4. You can use connection with IPv6. Okay, ping IPv6 server. Okay, a Google server with IPv6. Very good. Control C to stop. Verify the IP address configuration, IP address, IP space address. Now you can see interface number 1, loopback interface, interface number 2, EMP0S3, IPv4 address 192.168.157, IPv6 address 2800.200F5C0 column 11. Okay, very good. And now test the SSH configuration, the remote management. You can use PuDI, for example, and use the IP address of the server. Remember, Ubuntu server has an IP address of 57, port 22 to use SSH. Okay, you can change the text size. Okay, and open. And yes, username, password, very nice. Thank you very much.